For our first story, we take you to Andenne, Belgium, a quiet town where life moved at a gentle pace. Until, from November 2nd, 2020 to November 2022, an unsettling mystery began to unfold. Among its residents were Marcel and Paulette Landrieu, an elderly couple who had shared decades of memories together. Paulette, at 83, had been battling the relentless grip of Alzheimer's disease, her memories fading like autumn leaves. Marcel, devoted and steadfast, had become her primary caregiver, guiding her through the labyrinth of her own mind. On the crisp afternoon of November 2nd, 2020, Marcel attended to household chores, hanging laundry in their garden, while Paulette sat inside, the soft glow of the television casting shadows in the room. It was a routine day, marked by the comforting monotony of daily life. However, in a fleeting moment, the fabric of their existence unraveled. Marcel, absorbed in his task, failed to notice Paulette's silent departure. When he returned indoors, the emptiness of the room echoed the sudden void in his heart. Panic set in as he scoured every corner of their home, his calls for her met only with silence. The local community rallied, their collective concern palpable. Neighbors joined the search, their flashlights piercing the encroaching darkness. Authorities deployed K9 units, the dogs weaving through the landscape, noses to the ground. Days stretched into weeks, each sunrise dimming the hope of finding Paulette. As the seasons changed, the search waned, replaced by a heavy acceptance of the unknown. Marcel, burdened by guilt and sorrow, faced each day with the haunting question of his wife's fate. 2 years later, in November 2022, a neighbor navigating the digital streets of their town via Google Maps stumbled upon an image that sent chills down his spine. Captured in the frame was Paulette, unmistakably her, walking along a quiet road near their neighborhood. The timestamp indicated it was taken on the very day she disappeared. This digital apparition reignited the investigation. Authorities armed with this new lead retraced Paulette's steps from the image. The trail led them to a dense thicket, an area previously overlooked. There, concealed beneath the tangled underbrush, they discovered human remains. Dental records confirmed the heartbreaking truth. It was Paulette. The revelation brought a bittersweet closure to Marcel and the community. Paulette had wandered, disoriented, and met a tragic end within the very town she called home. The haunting image from Google Maps served as both a testament to her final moments and a poignant reminder of the fragility of life. This incident underscored the profound impact of technology in unraveling real-life mysteries, illuminating the shadows where unanswered questions reside. For our second story, we go to Wellington, Florida, where from November 7th, 1997 to August 28th, 2019, the disappearance of William Moult remained a mystery, until technology uncovered a shocking revelation. On the evening of November 7th, 1997, 40-year-old William Moult, a mortgage broker, decided to spend his night at a local nightclub in Wellington, Florida. Known for his reserved demeanor, Moult's choice to visit the club was uncharacteristic. He spent the evening alone, nursing a few drinks. At approximately 11 p.m., he called his girlfriend to inform her that he would be heading home soon. Witnesses reported that he left the club around 11:15 p.m., appearing not to be intoxicated. However, he never made it home. When Moult failed to return, his girlfriend grew concerned and reported him missing. The authorities initiated an extensive search, scouring local roads, waterways, and interviewing patrons and staff from the nightclub. Despite their efforts, there were no leads, no witnesses, and no evidence pointing to his whereabouts. As days turned into weeks, the case grew cold, eventually becoming a haunting mystery in the community. Fast forward to August 2019. A former resident of the Grand Isles housing development in Wellington was using Google Earth to view his old neighborhood. As he scanned the area, he noticed something peculiar, a submerged vehicle visible in a retention pond behind a house on Moon Bay Circle. The car's outline was faint but unmistakable beneath the murky water. Intrigued and unsettled, the man contacted a current resident of the area who then used a drone to confirm the presence of the vehicle. Upon verification, local authorities were notified. The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office arrived at the scene and, with the help of a towing crew, extracted a heavily calcified white Saturn SL from the pond. Inside the vehicle, they discovered skeletal remains. Dental records confirmed the remains belonged to William Moult. For 22 years, his car had been submerged in the pond, mere feet away from residential backyards. The housing development had been under construction at the time of his disappearance, and the pond was not part of the initial search areas. The revelation was both shocking and tragic. Neighbors expressed disbelief, having lived near the pond for years without any suspicion. The discovery highlighted how advancements in technology, particularly Google Maps satellite imagery, can inadvertently uncover long-buried secrets. The case of William Moult serves as a poignant reminder of the unresolved mysteries that may lie just beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to come to light. For our last mystery, we head to Byron Center, Michigan, where from October 11, 2006 to November 2015, a man's disappearance haunted his family, until Google Maps revealed a chilling truth hiding in plain sight. On October 11, 2006, 72-year-old David Lee Niles left Jake's Bar, a familiar local spot where he had spent the evening. He had been battling cancer and depression, and though his family knew he was struggling, they never imagined that night would be the last time they would see him. David was driving a 1994 Buick LeSabre, a vehicle easily recognizable by friends and family. That night he called his son and mentioned he was heading home, but David never made it. When he didn't return, his family grew concerned, eventually reporting him missing. The police launched a full-scale investigation. They interviewed bar patrons, searched hospitals, and scoured local roads. Despite extensive efforts, there was no sign of David or his vehicle. It was as if he had simply vanished. As the years passed, the case grew colder, and the search faded into memory. Then, in November 2015, nearly a decade later, a maintenance worker at Cook Funeral Home was installing Christmas decorations outside the building. From his elevated position on a lift, he happened to glance down at the nearby retention pond. That's when he noticed something unusual, a faint, dark shape beneath the water's surface. Curious, the worker decided to check Google Maps and zoomed in on the same pond using Google Earth satellite view. To his shock, the blurry outline of a car was clearly visible beneath the water. The image had been sitting in Google Maps for years, but no one had noticed it before. Realizing the significance of his discovery, he immediately contacted local authorities. Police and emergency responders arrived at the scene and peered into the murky pond. Using a crane, they pulled a heavily rusted vehicle from the water, a 1994 Buick LeSabre. Inside, they found skeletal remains. Their dental records confirmed the remains belonged to David Lee Niles. For 9 years, his car had been hidden in plain sight, sitting at the bottom of a pond just a short distance from the funeral home. The area had been searched before, but the depth and murkiness of the water concealed the car from view. What investigators missed, Google Maps had unknowingly captured in its satellite imagery. Authorities concluded that on the night of his disappearance, David likely lost control of his vehicle or deliberately drove into the pond. Given his struggles with illness and depression, some speculated that it may have been intentional. Others believed it was an accident on a dark, disorienting road. Regardless of the cause, one chilling fact remained. His car had been visible on Google Maps the entire time. This case is a haunting reminder of how modern technology can uncover the darkest of secrets. While search efforts had failed for years, Google Maps unknowingly held the answer, hidden in satellite images waiting to be discovered. Had someone checked earlier, the mystery could have been solved sooner. The discovery of David's car brought his family closure, but it also left an eerie thought behind. How many other missing persons remain hidden, waiting to be found, captured in plain sight by Google Maps? Some mysteries remain unsolved for decades until Google Map unveils the truth hiding right before our eyes. From lost souls to hidden tragedies, Google Map has proven that sometimes the answers are already there, waiting to be found. If these stories sent chills down your spine, hit that like button, share this video with fellow mystery lovers, and comment below which story shocked you the most. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss another terrifying true mystery. Because sometimes the most disturbing secrets are just a click away.